2, 1.
I've been thinking whoever's not host should do the 5, 4, 3.
I don't think so. I think that would just make us laugh even more. Okay.
I mean, only. You want to try it? Ready?
No.
5, 4. Wait, hold on. My hands are too big. Oh, it looks like I did 3
That's what
there.
she
See?
said.
Oh. I'll have you know, my hands are the exact right size. Anyways, 5, 4, 3.
Hello and welcome to episode 19 of the Geek Games podcast. I am Sam Suvak alongside Cody Tetrick. Hello, Cody. How's it going?
Going pretty good. How you doing, Sam?
Pretty good. I like that. We just did a new way to do the intro. Cody did a little countdown for me to lead me, and it worked real well. I didn't crack up as much as I thought I was going to, so it's a good plan. I like it.
That's good.
It's good.
I like it too.
Yeah. Do you know what I don't like, Cody?
What's that?
When you get together with your buddy and you're gonna record a video, but then it turns out you don't have the game downloaded on your PS4.
Oh, yeah,
That's,
good times when
that's
that happens,
the worst. Right? Oh my gosh. So, just FYI, because of that little snafu, and then the one that came the next day when it still wasn't downloaded because my internet crapped out, we are not starting our new series this week. We wrapped 2 Guardians last week, and we wanted to just jump right into the new one, which we're real excited to play, but Sam fucked it up. I did not have it downloaded, so we'll have a special episode, just a little one-off for you, of a game that is near and dear to our hearts, that we love very much, that we'll take any excuse to play, so... All right.
Sam, do we want to tell the fine folks at home what our new series is going to be?
I don't know. We've never clearly discussed or decided on that, if we're telling or not. Although, if you watch our special one-off episode, you'll find out what the game is, because I accidentally say it while we're recording. And then I'm like, oh shit, I don't know if we were supposed to say that or not. So, Cody, I'll let you decide. If you want to tell people, go ahead.
So... we're kind of semi-starting a Games of Shame series, wherein we are going to play Resident Evil 5 together, because I have never played a Resident Evil game to completion. So yeah, that's going to be pretty fun. I'm excited. Hopefully it's a lot easier than Resident Evil 7, because I'm having trouble with that game. So
it is. Resident Evil 5 is more of a standard shooter. It's a third-person shooter, and, it's co-op, so we'll be together. And I think it'll be fine. I think you'll like it. There's going to be more ammo, and it'll be more clear where we're supposed to go. Yeah. Although, you will have to learn my gold technique of shoot them in the knee, and then when they go down, run up and finish them off with your knife. So,
I did get good at that.
Yeah.
That was my go-to in 7, so...
Nice. So, all right. So... other news, things that are coming up that we are definitely not going to screw up. This Friday is Friday the 13th, and you guys know what happens on Friday the 13th, right? We like to stream the game Friday the 13th. So last time we did it, it went fine. I don't think there were any issues. The first time there were server issues because everybody was playing it, but they've got stuff worked out now, so it should be fine. So we'll be streaming that this Friday evening over at twitch.tv/geekheartgames. So be sure to tune in.
Yeah.
And then one real important quick thing before we get going here. You guys, Twitch Prime this month is just going crazy. They're giving away 21 free games. Normally they just have a handful of games that they give you for free. But there are 21 that are leading up to Prime Day celebration, right? So the tricky thing is, like, some of them are only available for a few days at a time. So by the time you're listening to this, some of them are past. You've missed out. You've missed out on Pillars of Eternity and then other ones. There's so many games I don't know what they all are. But the most important game is Battle Chef Brigade. This is a fantastic game. It's one of my favorite games, and you can get it free right now. If you're listening to this, you better go get it right now, because Wednesday, July 11th is the last day you can get it. So, I mean, hopefully you're listening to this podcast in a timely manner. I mean, if you're listening after, hopefully, then you've missed out, and I don't know what to tell you. Well, I'll tell you this. I mean, you might as well go ahead and buy the game, because it's a really good game. It's worth it. It's like $20. But you might as well get it for free while you can. Okay? So you got Battle Chef Brigade. Next, Tacoma, which I just talked about in our Gaming with Pride podcast. I love that game. It is coming July 12th through 18th. You can claim that one. And then right after that, there's a game called The Bridge, and that's available the 13th through the 26th. And The Bridge is it's like a little puzzle game, like kind of like MC Escher style graphics where you have to like navigate and go around and like tilt the thing to get through it. It's really cool. I've had a lot of fun with it. You know, I get real mad at puzzles, but this one was a lot of fun. So I highly recommend that. And then there's, I don't know, 18 other games. So I can't list them all right now, but you guys should go look into it, and you should be claiming your games. Just go to Twitch like every day and just check to see if there's any new games for you. So just to be safe, get your games. It's awesome. So, all right. I've done a lot of talking. So Cody, why don't you start me off? Tell me about what you've been playing. I think you've been doing some outdoor adventuring.
Yeah. So I started playing Pokemon Go again. So if you're unfamiliar, Pokemon Go is the mobile Pokemon app where Pokemon will spawn around you in the world. You use your GPS, it tells you where you are, and you go catch Pokemon. They have done a lot of updates to this game since I last played. So the kind of big one that recently happened that got me back into the game is now you can have friends, and you can send gifts to the friends and increase your friend level. And there's trading, so you can trade with people as long as they are close to you. As me and Megs found out, I can't trade with her in Australia, which sucks. Unless I go to Australia, which maybe I will. Who knows? What's up?
Is it free to trade with someone if you're close to them, or does it cost things to trade?
It costs a currency called Stardust.
Yes.
And if you are the higher your friend level, the less Stardust it costs. So
for both trading and gifting?
Gifting, no. Gifting is free.
Oh,
you just have to get a gift from a Pokestop.
Okay.
What you can do in Pokemon Go is walk around, catch Pokemon. There's different Pokeballs, and there's also Pokestops, which are usually at like landmarks around you. On the street I live on, we have a Pokestop next to my house and down the road at the library. They're usually like churches, landmarks, public buildings, where people frequent a lot. So I started playing when the game came out in 2016. I heard about it in 2015, and I was like, oh my god, playing Pokemon on my phone sounds amazing, right? Game came out in 2016. I had a lot of fun with it. I got it day one. I actually got it like kind of illegally day one. Because I think it's called like an API or something to get the Australian version on my phone. So I kind of did it before I was allowed. And yeah, I dropped so much money and so much time into that game, like solid $100.
What do you spend the money on?
You can buy Pokeballs. You can buy these things called lures, which will lure the Pokemon to the Pokestop if you put it on the Pokestop. You can buy bag space. You can buy more Pokemon storage space because you do have like a limited amount. Yeah, that game, like, it was such a phenomenon when that game came out because like you saw everyone playing it, like everyone anywhere you went, there was somebody playing Pokemon Go. And then towards like the end of 2016, beginning of 2017, I kind of fell off the game. Before I quit, I had about 120 of the original 151. So like that's pretty good. I was pretty proud of myself, and I was like, I just found myself I wasn't playing the game every day, and then eventually I needed room for other apps, so I just deleted it off my phone. I picked it up again at the end of 2017 because they introduced a Pikachu with a Santa Claus hat, and I was like, I obviously want this.
Yes, of course.
So, um, and so like when I left the game was kind of bare. Like the gym system in the game, which is how you can earn coins to buy instead of using real money to buy coins, you can just earn them in game. Uh, I didn't feel like it was the best method when they originally launched it, and they since had done overhaul, and so it's actually really rewarding to do, and like taking gems for your team is really cool. They've introduced raids where a egg will spawn above the raid, and then the egg will hatch, and depending on the color of the egg, a very, very strong Pokemon will spawn on top. And if you and a group of people can get together and defeat it, you have a chance of catching it. And like there's a legendary Pokemon one every month that rotates. They've introduced community days where once a month a certain Pokemon will show up a lot more, and you get more candies. Your eggs hatch faster. There's a
Is
lot going on in this game.
is this the one where you can get the Squirtle with the sunglasses?
Yes. So the Sunday before this happens, this podcast releases, is Squirtle Community Day, and there are going to be Squirtles that spawn with special sunglasses on because in the original anime, the Squirtle Squad was a thing. So that's really exciting. I'm going to do that. And like, I think one of the important things is getting me exercising again because, as it's probably documented, I do have a back issue currently, so I like haven't been moving around as much. Um, And so I started walking this week around work, and I was like, wow, my hip hurts a lot from walking. The past 2 nights, I've gone out and gone poke hunting with my sister, and my hip is not hurting as much from walking. So like that's really
That's
cool. And I kind of forgot that like when Pokemon Go came out, like I lost a lot of weight because I
good.
was always walking around. Um, they've just done so much to this game, and it feels so fresh and vibrant and fun. Like they added a quest system where like there's like a long form like quest to get a mythical Pokemon, which is currently Mew, and then they're releasing another one soon for Celebi. It's like an 8-part quest. You have to do different tasks in the quest, and they reward you for each like step of the quest you complete. So like right now, I had to get to level 15, which I'm already like level 26. I had to fight in 2 gyms and then fight 2 raids. When I do that, I'll get like 20 Great Balls, some Stardust. Are
I
you
know
laughing at the
I
balls
know you like your
thing?
great balls.
Oh my gosh. Um, and at the very end, if I can finish it before they release Celebi, because I don't know how that works yet, I get Mew. Like I get to capture him, and so like that's really cool. But then on top of that, they have like weekly quests where like you do one thing a day, and on the seventh day, you get to fight a very strong legendary Pokemon. So like that's really exciting for me. I'm on day 5 out of 7, so I'm
Mhm.
2 days away. So actually on Community Day, I will be able to catch a legendary Pokemon. Um, and then like they host these gigantic events, and if people at the events can like meet these tasks, then everybody gets like bonus XP from all this stuff, and like that's really cool. Like so currently we have like double XP on everything because these people came together in I think Denmark, and they caught like 15,000
Oh
Pokemon.
shit.
So like we get double XP for that. That's really cool. Um, I will say, so there's a street in my town where there's like 9 Pokestops, 2 gyms. And I remember when the game first came out, and this was like a hot spot. Like like everyone was walking there. Like like cops would show up concerned because like kids are walking around at like 10 o'clock at night at a place called the Antique Village, and it's just like, what are y'all doing? Like, what's happening?
Well, the
And
anti-village just sounds like a bad place in general. Like that's
Antique Village.
antique. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you
Yeah.
said anti-village. Okay.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Like I loved Pokemon Go. Like when it came out, like there were so many exciting times I had. Like there was a website that would let you like look at the area around you and it would tell you what rare Pokemon are spawning. which is technically like a form of cheating, and I recognize that. But like I remember being like 4 o'clock in the morning and
Oh
just
shit.
flipping my laptop open, clicking the page, and it showed me like, hey, there's a red Pokemon at your old high school, and I just booked it out the house. And that's a terrible idea. Don't do that. But I did it.
How long do they
Like my
stay in
heart
one
was racing.
place?
Wait, what?
How long do
How
they?
long do they stay in one place?
Yeah.
Ah, it depends. Like sometimes a long time, sometimes like 5 minutes tops.
Jesus.
So like I was like, I gotta get over there. I like live right next to my high school, so um, but yeah, like it's so great to come back to this game and seeing how much it's grown.
Yeah.
And like I wasn't there for its growth, but like I'm experiencing it now, and it's really like making me fall in love with Pokemon again, and like getting me really excited for Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu and Eevee. And I've actually decided that I'm going to finish the 2 Pokemon games I never finished,
Oh.
which is Pokemon X and Y and Pokemon Sun and Moon. I give Pokemon Sun and Moon a lot of shit because of their hour-long teach me how to play Pokemon thing, but I want to finish it. I want to, I'm a Pokemon fan. Like Pokemon is one of my favorite franchises of all time, and I feel like it, I need to go play these games. So I'm excited for that, and like I'm super excited for Community Day.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go to walk around for like 3 hours, catching the Squirtles and meeting new people and like getting exercise and like I don't think we'll get another like fad like
Yeah.
Pokemon Go anytime soon. Like it was like a lightning in the bottle kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that Ghostbuster game that's coming out. I
Yeah.
mean, as a Ghostbusters fan, I'm gonna be hunting some ghosts around town. Don't mind me. Um, but yeah, it's so much fun, and my little sister is about to go away to college, and so we are spending the summer before she goes to college playing Pokemon Go together.
Oh,
That's kind of sweet.
that is
So
sweet.
yeah, all right.
Yeah, I saw you and Megs talking about this a lot, and I was like, man, maybe I should download Pokemon Go and give it a try. But I was like, this just seems like a lot of work. I don't know if I want to deal with this. And
Boo.
also, I think like I've been having a lot of trouble with my hands, and I think it's
Oh,
more because of stuff I've been doing on my phone than actual like video game stuff. But then like if my thumbs fucking hurt, I can't play video games regardless. So I'm trying not to use my phone as much as I used to. Um,
yeah.
so I don't know. Although, so what do you think the odds would be if me starting from scratch, this weekend was trying to play Pokemon Go? Would I have a chance of catching one of these Squirtles with sunglasses, or would that be way out of my league as a beginner?
No, like they'll show up all over the place. Well, okay. So you also get like quests you can do from spinning Pokestops. And the way the Squirtle is going to show up is you get a quest from a Pokestop, and they're really easy. It's like, oh, make 5 nice throws, which is just when you're throwing a Pokeball at a Pokemon, there's this circle that keeps like
Mm-hmm.
going in, and like depending on where the circle is, if you land it in the circle, uh, it says like nice, great, or excellent.
Oh, okay.
And so it's like, hey, make 5 nice throws, um, and a Pokemon will spawn in front of you for free. So it's like cool, and that's where the squirrels are gonna come from.
Okay.
So yeah, no, like it's not hard. Like, and it's from 1 to 4 Central Time, so you have
Oh.
3 hours. So like if you're just walking around or biking around or
I mean,
anything, you
that's
can
the
just,
hottest time of the
stop.
day, but whatever. That's fine.
Yeah. As a fat guy, I'm not looking forward to Sunday somewhat, but I am also
Oh.
looking forward to it at the same time. So, uh, yeah,
Okay.
you definitely have a chance. Oh, also, it's the 2 year anniversary. It just happened, and there's a Pikachu with sunglasses and a sun hat on. And if you evolve it, its evolved form also keeps the sun hat and sunglasses. So that's kind of cool. And they
I mean,
also
that's
have
fine.
like they introduce different like Pikachu themed like stuff you can wear on your trainer, and they have some Pikachu Converse that I really want to get. So, but yeah,
All right.
having a lot of fun with Pokemon Go.
Well, we'll see. I'll inform you next week if I indeed gave it a go or not. But no. We'll
Gave
see.
it a go.
Gave it
Yeah.
a go. um, all right, so obviously I have not been playing any Pokemon, um, but there is a game that I started playing, and I've just gone crazy for this game. Okay, it's a game called Roundabout. Have you ever heard of it at all, Cody?
No, I don't believe I have.
Yeah, I hadn't either, okay? But it's on Game Pass on Xbox for free. So, I was like, whatever. I think I watched a trailer and it was weird. I thought it was going to be a full motion video type game where you just kind of controlled the story, and it looked weird and crazy. So I think that's why I downloaded it. But I eventually got around to playing it this week, and it's so much fun. Okay, so it does have full motion video cutscenes, but those are not the gameplay, and that's not the game. And it's filmed like a 70s B movie, so it's like real bad acting, like on purpose, just like these crazy characters. And so the whole point of this game is you're playing as this woman named Giorgio Manos, and she's a limousine driver, and her thing that she does is she drives, but she's always spinning the limousine in circles while she drives. So you have to try to navigate. Yeah, as you do. So you just have to try to navigate. And it's like just a top down kind of, not high tech graphics, just real cartoony, but it's just this spinning limousine, and you have to try to drive it and navigate through the different obstacles to so you'll pick somebody up and take them to their destination. So it's a pretty simple concept, but every time you go pick somebody up to start a new mission, you'll get a little cutscene, and so it's just really funny characters. And Giorgio, your character, the limousine driver, she never talks at all. So like the people will be like saying stuff to her, and she'll just kind of look at him and like give him these funny looks and stuff. So you get this mechanic who's like trying to like get you to like, I don't know, hook up with him to be like not like sexually, but like no, like
Okay.
he wants to like take you to the big city because he thinks this like spinning limousine thing is going to go places and like make lots of money and be like real famous for it, right? um and then like you meet the same people kind of over and over again, like at different times. So you've got him, you've got this priest that decides like there was this couple getting married and the groom is drunk somewhere, so you have to like take the priest to go pick up the drunk guy and take him to the church. But then once they get there, the priest is like, I don't feel right about marrying this drunk guy to this woman, so I'm just gonna leave and like not be the priest in this town anymore. He's like, take me to the edge of town. And so you go and drop him off. um there's this like she's like some type of civil disobedient terrorist type person who's like, you take her to the town square and she's like destroying stuff and like doing all this weird stuff. I don't know. There's a park ranger, and you pick her up, and she's trying to like save these geese or something, but in order to do that, like these people are threatening the geese, so you have to go run over the people and kill them to save the geese. So it's just really crazy stuff like that. But then the funnest part, the most surprising part, is I pick up this woman who I was actually taking to the wedding. She was going to be a guest at the wedding. And so she's like, blah, 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 whatever. And then, like, you get to the end of the ride and she's flirting with me. And I'm like, oh. And she's like, well, maybe we can go hang out sometime. And I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool. So then throughout the game, like, later you'll pick her up and you'll be going on dates with her. And it's so sweet. And it was just like a fun little surprise whenever you find something gay in a game. And so I was just like, this is really cute. What?
Does she sit in the back of the limo? So like you're still
She always sits.
maybe are
She's
you
like,
paying for these dates? Because who this kind of seems like a sugar mama kind of situation right now.
yeah, it was really weird because like she always stays in the back, but she's like, here, let's go to the park for our date. And you like drive to the park, and like, I don't know. But I guess she's not paying at that time. Um, but so like the cutscenes are really fun, but then there's just something super addictive about the gameplay of driving the spinning limousine. Cause like it can be pretty hard sometimes, because like you've got to get it angled just right as it's turning to like get through these things. Because if you hit something enough times, like 4 or 5 times, your car explodes, and then you have to reload
Oh,
to the last checkpoint.
yes, it does.
Yeah, but it's like it's got really good checkpointing, so you're never like out very much progress at all. So it always just respawns you pretty quickly, so you can just keep trying until you get it. And so eventually there's this real dramatic part where I guess your girlfriend was just visiting for a while, and then she has to go back to the big city. So she's like, well, I guess I've got to go. I mean, you should come and, just come to the big city. It'll be great. And so then, like, that's the next part of the map. You go to the big city to be with your girl. And once you get there, you eventually unlock this ability where you can jump the limousine. And so then you can drive, but then there's also like platforming. So like you can jump up on top of roofs of buildings and stuff because there's different like collectibles and coins and stuff you can get. And so it's just like, it's super fun. Just all this different stuff you can do. It's got a really fun story. It's only like a couple of hours. It's not a very long game at all. But I had a blast with it. And like, I finished it, but I haven't completed all the achievements, and I'm like, man, I kind of want to go back and just like do some more, just because it's fun to be in there. Like every mission you do, you can get up to 3 stars on it, I think. Or no, that's not what it is. Like you collect stars as you're going through the mission, and like there's some where I haven't collected all of them. I'm like, I could go back and just like try to collect all of them, just because it's just like a fun, soothing thing to drive this limousine that's spinning, even though I crash it a lot. But I don't know. I highly recommend it, you guys. If you've got Game Pass, it's free, so you should definitely try it there. If you don't have an Xbox with Game Pass, it's on PS4 and PC. I think it's only like $10 or something. So I recommend it. It's a lot of fun. So you should look into it if that at all sounds intriguing to you. So yeah.
Okay.
So Cody, what else have you been playing?
So, last week I kind of mentioned this, but I've been playing a lot of Ark Survival Evolved. You'll remember on one of our previous shows.
Oh wait, I feel like I should apologize again on air. We had a little miscommunication the other night because it was time for us to start recording, and so I was going to go party up with Cody. And I went to the party menu, and it showed he was in a party already, but it showed he was the only one in there. So I was like, well, I guess if everybody left and he's by himself, so I'll just pop in this party and it'll be fine. So I pop in this party, and he's not the only one in there. His buddy's in there with him, and I just like panicked, and I didn't know what to say at all because I'm like, I didn't expect somebody else to be in the party, and I felt like I was intruding, and I was just like, oh my god, and it was super awkward. So I apologize for that.
So yeah, I talked about Ark kind of in like one of our first couple podcasts. I talked about how I was enjoying it. I didn't really know what was going on. So since then, we have moved from, we were on a map called Ragnarok. Ragnarok was very big. Like, it took probably an hour to like go from end to end.
Wow.
Now we moved to a thing called the island. And the island's a lot smaller. You can kind of get around a little bit faster. And so I was like, okay, well, we're moving somewhere new. It's a little bit more like new friendly. So I'm actually going to,
Did you say new friendly or nude friendly?
I guess technically both, but I said new. Because on Ragnarok, all I did was kind of like mooch off everybody else. Like I had a couple dinosaurs that I like went out and was like, okay, I want to tame these things. But this time I was like, nope, I'm 100% doing my own thing. I'm gonna make my own house. I'm gonna get my own animals. So that's what I did. So I have my own house. It's a 2-story. It's really nice.
Ooh, nice.
I got like all the crafting stuff on the bottom and stuff. And so I started taming dinosaurs. I got a Triceratops, and I was reading that like Triceratops were like really good at fighting, so that's cool. And then I was like, well, you know what I really want is a bear army. So I started getting the bear army together.
Because why have one bear when you can have a whole bear army? Really?
Exactly. And like bears are really strong. Like they're almost as strong as T-Rexes in this game.
Seriously?
So it's like, well, if I can just
Wow.
have, yeah. So currently we have 2. We're like getting there because you want to kind of find a high level one, so you don't have to do all that leveling. Because like you get a level 10 bear, you're gonna spend like half the game leveling it, and we want those like high level bears. So we have Cindy because Yogi Bear's girlfriend is named Cindy. I'm naming them all after fictional bear characters,
Yeah.
which you'd be surprised in knowing that there are not a lot of female bear characters. So get on that, cartoonists.
Good call.
Um, so then I got another female bear, and I named her Klondike because the Klondike bar has a bear on it. So, um, and she's a monster. Like she just destroys everything. Like I was like, hell yeah. Um, and then I was like, well, you know what else I want? A Bigfoot army.
There
So
are
I got some
Bigfoots.
Bigfoots. Yes, they're called Gigantopithecus. And yeah. So I got Lucy and Frank. They're a couple. And so they're hanging out together. And then like I just got a bunch of other small little creatures, like an otter named Sweet Willie, because why
Oh.
not have an otter named Sweet Willie?
Well, yeah.
Uh, and then I have a monkey, and I'm forgetting the monkey's name all of a sudden. It's like a little cheap, like a little baby monkey, like a spider
Yeah.
monkey, and he will
Yeah.
sit on my shoulder. So
That's
when I'm riding
awesome.
around on stuff. So yeah. Um, and so here's what I'm most looking forward to. So in Ark, the kind of main point is you go into these caves, and at the bottom of the caves, there's like a mini boss, and then you get a piece to summon a ultra boss. And so there are three ultra bosses on the island.
Mhm.
There's a dragon, there's a giant gorilla, and a spider. And I'm gonna kill the fuck out of that spider. That spider is dead on sight.
All right.
Um, so yeah, and like we gotta like we found a nice little area to set up. So like there's five of us, and we all built our own little bases, and we're building up. And we also tamed. They're called Allosauruses. They're almost like T-Rexes, but they're good in a pack. Like it gets a
Oh.
pack bonus. So we have
Mhm.
like five of them right now.
Nice.
So we bring those out with us, and they destroy stuff. And I'm having a lot of fun because we get to do stupid things. Like you can get these things called blueprints, and like you can craft anything in the game, but the blueprints help you make better versions of the thing. So like I can make like a knight suit, but if I get a blueprint,
Mhm.
it'll be a better knight suit.
Yeah.
So I was like, what if we made a library for all these blueprints? And my friend was like, yeah, let's do it. We just made a fucking library. And so now we got a library, and like it's the town library. Like I made a billboard for it and everything.
Aw, that's
And like
awesome.
it's just really stupid fun. Um,
No one can
and so
come
I'm
in
really
and fuck
looking
up your
forward.
stuff, can they? Like, could someone come
No,
burn down the
because it's a
library?
private server. There
Okay.
are public servers where you can do PvP and stuff,
Okay.
and I've like kind of interested in it, but then I've read like horror stories
Yeah.
where like people like determine where the spawns are and will just go spawn kill you until you leave their server. So I'm like, no, that's
Yeah.
not fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a private server, so it's only you have to have a password and it has to be invited. So yeah, I'm having a ton of fun with it. Like we're doing all these cool things. We're really like gearing up right now to go into our first cave, because we want to get that started. And it's been a lot of fun to like actually contribute instead
Yeah.
of just standing around mooching and being like, I guess I'll go tame this like random dinosaur that's not gonna do anything for us. So
I,
yeah,
I will say, like, 'cause you talked to me about this bear army previously, and I'm a little disappointed to hear that it's only two bears. Like, I expected
we're
there'd
getting
be
there.
more bears by now.
We're gonna trust me. We're gonna get the Charmin family together. We're gonna get Paddington. We're gonna get Pooh, Yogi. We're
You're
gonna
just gonna
get
get
Yogi's little
poo.
friend. We're gonna get Smokey
Okay.
because only you can prevent forest fires. Um, but yeah, we're gonna have a little bear
All
army,
right.
and they're gonna go inside those caves and kill everything. Because here's the best part: is in the caves there are more spiders for me to kill, and Klondike is gonna be leading the charge. So I'm excited.
All right. Awesome.
Oh, and I didn't even tell you the best part. You can make like skins for the dinosaurs, only some of them. So we made some skeleton skins, and so my
Nice.
Triceratops is a skeleton. It's so cool. In the description of it says, "Ooh, so spoopy," which I don't know if you know. I love the word spoopy
Jesus.
because it's just funny sounding. because it's poopy, but with an S, and it's poopy. So
I
yeah,
mean, it sounded cool right up until you got to the spoopy part, and then I was like, whatever. But I like a dinosaur in a skeleton suit. That sounds fun.
it's pretty cool. We also have a dragon with a skeleton suit
That's
that
fucking
we brought over
awesome.
from the last place, and yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Nice. Um, Aloy just came in here. I hope she does not try to jump on the computer again. So we'll keep our
I mean, if
fingers
she
crossed.
does, that'll be a nice blooper reel moment. No.
She'd probably find some way to do it to push the buttons just right so that it canceled this recording
Oh,
and didn't save any of it because like that's just something she would do. So
that would
it's a
suck.
cat. Okay, so did you didn't read the document, did you? Do you know what game I'm going to
No.
talk about next?
No.
No, you don't know. This is exciting. So I had don't even think about it. She's looking at it. There was another free game that I got recently that I was like, hey, let's go ahead and play this. It was For Honor, Cody.
I
Oh my god. So,
also played this game recently. I didn't talk
really?
about it, but
All right, well, we can
wait, did
talk
I talk
about
about
it.
it? I don't remember.
I don't think so. Maybe I don't remember. I don't think you've talked about it recently.
Maybe
Um,
not.
yeah. So Ubisoft was just giving it away during E3. You could
Oh
get
yeah,
it
that's
for your
right.
PC. So of course, I like free games, so I went ahead and got it because I played it before and I didn't care for the multiplayer, but I never got to do the campaign. So I was like, I'm gonna play the campaign and just try it out because I like sword fighting in video games. Like I liked it in Hellblade and God of War. So I was like, I'll probably like this. We'll see. Um, so I got in and I was playing just like the first chapter and I was having a real good time with it. I was like, this is great. I get it. Everything works well. I've got my dodge if I can get like the parry down and stuff. It's really cool. So I was like, this is weird. But like I don't know if it was during the first chapter or the second chapter, I was like, man, this seems like too easy, which is blasphemy coming from me because like it can never be too easy. I'm like, man, because obviously I was playing on easy, so I went ahead because it's cool because in between chapters you can change the difficulty if you want.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna bump this bad boy up to normal. So I started playing it on normal Cody, and I was still having a real good time. I was doing just fine. Like that was like the perfect level for me. Um, but I do really appreciate that they have an easy that's really easy because that makes it so welcoming to people who might not be good at this kind of game. So it's cool that they've got that. So I was having a good time, and I liked that I could make my character. I picked a lady knight, which is
Hmm.
kind of like when you're first picking your character, like they're all in armor, and so it's kind of hard to tell who's a boy and who's a girl. But I was like, I think this one looks like a woman. She looks a little bit smaller, so she was, and so that was cool. I was having a good time. Like the like when you get the parry just right, like when they're coming for you and you do your heavy attack at just the right time, you do this really powerful attack back at them, and that was
Yeah.
really cool. I really liked doing that. That was probably my favorite move. Um, so I was having a good time the first night I played. So I played almost for 2 hours, I think. But that included the
Nice.
tutorial, which I had a real hard time with the tutorial because my computer was messed up and it was just like
Hmm.
stuttering the whole time. But
Uh,
I'm like, I don't want to stop in the middle of this because then it might not remember what I did and I might have to do the whole thing over again. So I had to wait through the whole tutorial and then restart my computer, and then it was fine after that. Um, but yeah, so I'd played for a while and I was really having a good time. And then the next night I went to play it and it was okay, but it wasn't like as much fun. And then I got to the final chapter in the night section, um, where it's a lot. It seemed like a lot longer than the other chapters. There were lots of like mini sections in it, and then like this boss battle that was kind of like I think at least a three-part boss battle. And
yeah, I think so.
yeah, I started to get real frustrated right there. I was, if I had known, I probably would have gone back to easy before I started that part. Because it was just like, I don't even think I died, but I just kept it took forever because like I would take a lot of damage and then I'd have to try to fall back and wait for my healing thing to refresh so I could heal some more and then go back into the fight. And what really got me was this boss fight. You're fighting this other knight and he has these wolves that come at you. Do you remember these
Yeah.
wolves, Cody? Oh my
Yes.
god, they were horrible because like I guess when they come at you you're supposed to do some like fancy dodge and then strike at them or something, but like I couldn't get my moves to move fast enough, and so like they would just like bite me and then jump off again. Like I had a very hard time killing these wolves, and then the knight was also coming to get me. And also, I think just I was in a bad mood that night already, so it probably put me in an unhappy place to be trying that. But I got really mad, and I finished it. But then I was like, I think I'm done. I don't think I want to play anymore. The next place you would have
Reasonable.
gone was the Vikings, and like I mean, I guess they're different, but it seems pretty similar to Knights, and like wasn't excited about it. If the Samurai had been next, I might have tried that, but I don't know if I want to go through the whole Viking chapter in order to get to the Samurai. So I think I'm done with it, but I had some fun with it. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. I think the Viking was my favorite one. I just think there's a section that feels really badass because you're kind of like storming a keep.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's really cool. Um, or is that with the knight? Maybe that's with the knight.
I stormed some
Yeah,
keeps.
yeah. There, I don't know. It's one of the only story modes I've ever like been like, I accept the challenge of beating this on hard
Yeah,
because I read a Reddit post and they were like, it's so hard, and I was like, doesn't feel like it.
yeah.
I like the game, yeah. So I went back and I got it. It was on the deluxe edition or something. It was like $17. Like it was $2 cheaper than the regular version, so I bought it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know PSN being weird. And so I really liked the multiplayer in that game when it came out, and then I kind of got like annoyed because like there are characters that like do really fast attacks and they're really spammable. Um, and it feels like they just added three more of those, and so that wasn't fun. Um,
did the
and then like I'm
deluxe
so behind.
did the
What's up?
deluxe include the DLC that was new or not?
No, it,
Oh,
it
okay.
was it wasn't like the deluxe. It was like that like $10 more edition that gets you something like
Oh,
some cosmetic crap.
okay.
Um, yeah, and then I'm like really behind, so I don't have a lot of like the good gear that everybody else has, and but it tries to match you up based on skill, and I guess I was really kicking butt when that game came out because all the people are now kicking my butt because I am not on par with
Yeah.
skill. Um, but they do have the dedicated servers, so the game doesn't crash as much as it used to, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Um, it's a fun game. I think I'll try it again when the new characters come out. I'll just save up my steel and try to buy them. That's
Yeah.
the currency in that game. Um, it's an interesting game. Like it's when it was coming out, I was like, I never would have thought this was gonna be a real game, but Ubisoft is doing it. Cool. And like the story's pretty cool once you get to the end, you kind of see like how they make it all work. But I
Yeah.
can respect it's not for everybody, and it can get a little bit boring, I imagine.
Yeah, it was kind of repetitive. And then I forgot the one thing that did make me mad also was I had my lady knight that I was playing as that I thought was awesome and I really liked her. But then on certain chapter sections, like it would switch and I'd have to play as a different character. And I know they were doing that to like teach you how to play as this different class, which I mean it makes sense. But I didn't like it. Um, Although the one thing I did like was there's this NPC, she's named the Warlord, and she comes in and she kicks ass. She was fantastic. So I really liked anytime my character got to interact with her. She was like the ultimate badass. Um, so yeah, but I don't know. It's fun, but you should give it a try if you've got it. If you have an opportunity to play it. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, cool. Um, okay, so just one more game I want to talk about real quick. So it's a light news week. So I've been like searching and trying to find like news stories that we could talk about. And like I was digging real deep trying to find stuff. While I was doing that, I found an article about this game called Before I Forget, which is...
It's a great Slipknot song.
Yes, as I was Googling it, like everything I found was for Slipknot. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I just want to know about this game. Maybe the game will use that song in it. I don't know. But you're playing as a woman who has dementia, and you're in her house, and I think it's starting out like everything's gray and like fuzzy, and you're trying to like, you go find stuff and like kind of recover memories to bring more like color and definition back into the world. So it seems like a really neat thing. My grandmother, who died a couple of months ago, she had dementia. And so it's like, you know, it's a topic that is very close to me and, you know, has, I mean, really bad memories. It's a horrible disease for the people who have it, also for the people who are surrounding them. But like, I don't know, like I feel drawn to this. Like I know I'll probably just like cry the whole time that this game is going on, but I feel like it'd be an interesting thing to still like play and just try to, you know, face my emotions and see what's going on. But it's not out yet. It'll be out maybe later this year or next year. It was just like a coming soon kind of thing. But in it, it was talking about this other game called Sea Hero Quest, which is a mobile game that is out now. It's free. And this game is actually, if you consent to it, it sends your data as you're playing to these scientists who are researching dementia. And so it's like tracking like how your brain is working, how it's handling these puzzles to just try to understand how brains work. I don't really understand the science behind it, but you know, they're somehow able to gather useful information from this. But the game is basically like, it starts a level and it'll show you a map and say, you are here are the checkpoints you need to get to in this order. And then it's like, memorize the map, and then it goes away, and then you're in the boat and you have to navigate and go through this like little river channel, hit the buoys in the right order. So it's a really simple game, but I guess something about the way your navigation skills work in your brain is the kind of information that they're using in the research, which it's pretty cool. So it's a real simple game. I mean, it's not necessarily something that you would just like play for like, oh, this seems like a real fun game, let's play it. But like knowing that it's for science and like treating it kind of like a brain teaser kind of thing, it's like pretty intriguing for me. So I was playing some of it, and like when you complete a level, like if you've done it really well, you get 3 stars. But like if you took too long to do it or something, like you'll only get 2 stars or maybe just 1 star. And so like I'm playing it and I'm like, if I don't get 3 stars, I'm like, I'm sure like, because they've collected like years worth of data so far, so I'm sure they don't really like need my data and no one's going to be reviewing it anytime soon. But I'm like, they're going to see that I didn't get 3 stars. I'm like, no, they need to know that I can do this better. And so like I go back and like keep doing it until I get 3 stars, because like I just like want to I need to prove that my brain is okay, that like I can do this, I'm good at this.
I feel like I'd be terrible at that game. Like they would be like, go this way, and I'd be like, I think they wanted me to go this way, but I don't remember, to be honest with you.
And it's not even that hard. I mean, they're pretty simple. It's just like, you know, your boat's navigating and you're just like, you tap a little bit to go this way or tap to the left to go left, and then you can kind of slide it forward to get a little boost of speed to go. And so I know like the ideal is to just like do a little bit of tapping to get yourself pointed in the right direction and then zoom that way. And then like the way I'm playing is just like my fingers constantly on the screen and I'm overcorrecting and I'm running into walls and I'm just like, no, like I swear I can do better than this. But it's a pretty neat thing. It's neat that it exists. It's neat that scientists are using games. God damn it, get off the computer. Okay. I think we're okay. She just... God.
Oh
Ugh.
God.
She was just using it as a stepping stone to get up. Okay, it's fine. It
Oh
doesn't
my
seem like
word.
anything bad happened. But yeah, it's neat. So if you have an interest in, helping these scientists out, giving your data, it's called Sea Hero Quest. It's free. Um, when you log in, it'll ask you, do you want to submit your data? And then it's like, would you like to answer like 3 simple questions? And it's like, what gender are you? How old are you? What country are you in? And then if you want to answer a few more, it's like, how much sleep do you get? How much exercise do you do? Just like different things like that to just get a picture of like what kind of person's brain they're looking at right there when they're doing their stuff. But yeah. All
That's very
right.
cool.
That's it's an exciting wrap up. Thank you, Aloy.
Real fast.
Yes.
I'm adding a new segment to this show. Not really a new segment, just a reoccurring segment. We're gonna venture into Cody's Corner of Rage real fast. Because you mentioned games coming out later, and it reminded me that this week, so I also decided that I want to kind of knock out these like big indie titles. Like my love of Hollow Knight has made me want to go
Mhm.
play indie titles
Yeah.
that I missed out on. So the two I was looking for this week was Hyper Light Drifter and Moonlighter on the Switch. Because I swore that I've heard multiple outlets talk about how these games are amazing on Switch. So I'm Googling it, and everything I'm getting is like, Hyper Light Drifter plays amazing on Switch. Moonlighter plays amazing on Switch. You gotta play it on Switch. I'm like, okay, so I'm like searching the Nintendo store. Hyper Light Drifter, nothing. Moonlighter, nothing. I'm like, well, maybe I just like need to put Moon in there. Nope. Hyper, nope. I scroll down a little bit further, get to a second page, and it's like Hyper Light Drifter is scheduled to release summer 2018. Moonlighter is scheduled to release at the end of 2018. And I was like, I get it. It's probably being showed off at like E3 packs, like these indie showcases, and like you got to play it. Why put the article out in March? I don't understand Polygon, Kotaku, and IGN. Like, I just wanted to play these games on my Switch, and I thought they were out for Switch because you hyped them the fuck up, and then they're not there. Awful.
Let me just say, I just got done saying that it's real slow in the news right now. There's nothing exciting to talk about. So people got to do what they got to do to try to get some stories out there. So they're looking ahead. They're putting it in there. Hopefully they are responsible journalists, and at the bottom of the article they'll say this is coming out at this time, and maybe you just didn't read all the way to the bottom of the article. I would hope that they would be responsible enough to put that in there, because if not, that's just misleading, and that is not okay. But I mean, sometimes you just got to talk about stuff that's way in the future. So,
I guess.
Because you've got nothing else to talk about. Like, we have nothing else to talk about, really, because, like I said, there's nothing exciting in the news. So we're going to look ahead to the future and talk about games that are not yet out. Because not too long ago, Cody had messaged me his list of, like, all the games for the rest of the year that he was looking forward to, that he was going to get. And I was like, I don't know what my list is. Like, I don't know. I haven't mapped this out. So I decided to map it out and look at all the stuff that I'm thinking about getting. And then I went ahead and put some cost estimates to that. And whoo-wee, that's scary. There's a lot. And so I don't think that a responsible person should get all of these, perhaps, but who knows what's going to happen? I don't know. So let's go ahead and take a look at stuff that's coming up that we might be getting. Cody,
yes.
You want to start off?
So my original idea behind this list was that so you, the listener, would know, hey, these are the games we're going to cover this year most likely. So kind of give you guys an insight to what you're looking forward to in the next couple months.
And if there's like a glaring omission that we haven't thought about that you think we should really think about, let us know.
So my theme this year is kind of like one big game a month, and then like if I can pick up something on like a sale, grab it. So starting off in August, I'm picking up Divinity Original Sin 2. Or do you have a July game? I'm sorry.
Yes, I have a July
Oh, do
game.
you? Okay, what's the July
Yes,
game?
we have something coming out on Wednesday. Do you know what it is?
No.
It's Warhammer in Times Vermintide 2. And you know how much we're going to pay
Oh,
for that game? $0. Because that's coming to game. I can't talk. Coming to Game Pass on Xbox. And it's going to be free for us. So we are really excited about that. A, because it seems like a real cool game. B, because it's free. So, alright. That's my only July, though. Alright.
so as I was saying, in August I'm picking up Divinity Original Sin 2, the D&D like RPG game. It's coming out on PS4 and Xbox and all that. I'm super excited for it. My brother and I have talked about like having a gaming night, or once a week we get together and we play this game because it's almost like a D&D campaign, and so we're gonna get it, start characters together, and level them through. And I'm really looking forward to that. That sounds like a ton of fun.
I'm also planning on getting that one. So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll be able to have some buddies that we can play with. It just looks, we had fun with it. It seems like it's
Yeah,
going
we
to be
did.
really cool, and we've heard just great things about it. So it seems like it'll be a fun time. Um, Also in August, there's that game Strange Brigade that we were looking
Oh
at.
yeah.
That it's just like a little action adventure kind of like horde mode maybe shooter, but it's like the 1920s Egypt, so you've got like old weapons, there's mummies and like mystical creatures that you're fighting, and you're doing like archaeology exploration stuff. It looks fun.
Yeah, it
This will
does.
be a $40 game, so it's not like a full price. It comes out 2 days before Divinity, so I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if that's. I don't know what I'll do.
I think I'll pick that up on sale. It does look really cool.
Yeah.
I would liken it to like Call of Duty Zombies
Mhm.
because like you were kind of defending a central area, like you want to like get rid of the hordes that are coming at you. Um, and like there's a video on IGN if you could find it, definitely check it out. It looks really
Yeah,
cool.
that's sweet.
Um, could possibly be our next Killing Floor 2
It
for
could.
us.
Yeah.
It does seem pretty awesome. So yeah.
Yeah. We'll
All
see.
right. So September, which is a loaded month.
I really like too.
Oh, I mean, there's like a game each week, a big game each week.
Okay.
Um, so I'm picking up Spider-Man 100%. And then you guys will have to stay tuned that month because there'll be a special Cody's Girlfriend reviews Spyro, the trilogy. So be looking forward to that.
The one thing I've heard about Spyro is that it's pretty much just like the old Spyro, but like looks better. Like they didn't like
Yeah,
really change the gameplay or anything. So I'm probably not gonna get this one. So
she's really excited for it. So
yeah,
she's like, I need to
that's
borrow your
good.
PS4, and I was like, okay, I guess the Switch is coming the main console that week. So yeah.
It's
What else you
definitely on
got, Sam?
Switch.
Wait, what?
It's definitely on Switch.
No, it's just on PS4 first. I meant like I'm gonna be playing the Switch a
Oh,
lot
gotcha, gotcha,
when
gotcha. Okay,
she borrows the PS4. So,
gotcha. Okay.
what else you got in September?
Um, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. So this one, like, I was super excited about. But I've been playing Rise of the Tomb Raider right now. I'm kind of in the middle of it, and like, it's okay, but I'm not like as crazy excited about it as I was the first Tomb Raider. I'm not as
Hmm.
into this story, and I'm just kind of like, it's fine. But the trailer for Shadow of the Tomb Raider looks so dark and like really leaning more towards the horror, which I like, and it just seems like it would be really cool. So I think, I mean, I'm probably gonna get it. I've been trying to consider like, I don't know if I might get this on Xbox because I've got the Xbox One S. So I feel like it might look a little better going through 4K than if I went through my PlayStation. Um, because like, I don't know. I know it seems weird, but like I feel like Destiny 2 on the Xbox looks better than on PlayStation. Um, so I don't know. But also I don't necessarily like the Xbox controller as much as I do the PlayStation one. So I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do. But I'll probably still end up getting it just because it looks like it's going to be pretty cool. Even if the
Okay.
gameplay is pretty much exactly the same as the other games, I'd still enjoy it, I think. So, did you have something
Uh,
else in
we
September?
we kind of glossed over Spider-Man, like because I was talking about
Oh, yeah, I'm
Spider.
gonna get Spider Man
Um,
too.
yeah, Spider-Man is looking amazing. I'm really excited to play that. Uh, read a bunch of stuff about how like it's pretty much Marvel's equivalent to the Arkham games. I love the Arkham games, so I'm all in for that. That's gonna be amazing to play. Get it? Amazing. Spider-Man.
I didn't get it. That was good.
Puns.
That was really
Okay.
good.
R.I.P. Steve Ditko.
Oh,
We lost
yeah.
him.
That's
Uh,
sad.
all right. Did you have anything else in September?
No.
All right. So then we move on to October, and my big game is the continuation of Mario Odyssey. We get Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I can't wait to play as Mario in the Assassin's Creed world. Just sneak attacking.
Instead of killing people,
Wahoo!
you just put your cap up on them. So,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
In all seriousness, Assassin's Creed Odyssey is like my shocker of the year because boy did I not expect to be super excited for Assassin's Creed this year, but I'm super excited for Assassin's Creed. It's gonna be amazing.
I feel like this is one. It's because it's coming out October 5th. And I feel like if I'm responsible enough to wait for Black Friday, I can get it for $35, which is what I did with Assassin's Creed Origins. Um, so I feel like that's going
Didn't
to be
think
my
about that.
goal, probably,
Yeah,
unless stuff starts coming out and it just sounds too exciting. But I really think I mean, I think it's going to be Assassin's Creed, you know? And so I think I should
yeah.
just wait and try to get that. Um, Also, like a lot of these, I feel like I need to buy physical copies so that I can play as much as I
Oh
want to
yeah.
play and then go trade them in. But Cody, I'm the worst. I don't trade stuff in. I'm like, well, what if I'm going to play it some more later? And then I don't.
So
And then by the time I get around to it, it's worth like $5. And then I'm like, there's no point in trading in this $5. I might as well keep it. And then I just like, oh, it's a vicious cycle.
what you do is you mail those to me, and I'll trade them in the GameStop and get all the stuff for it.
Yeah,
So,
it's a
what
plan.
best friends are for, you know? Um, is anything else coming out? Oh,
Yes! October is
uh,
so big. Oh my God.
yes.
Okay.
Mario Party as well. This is gonna be super fun.
All right, and so like I was kind of giving you shit. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna get Mario Party because I'm like I'm not super into it. But my friend Randy, who's the one that I always played Mario Party with, he just bought a Switch. So I'm like, well, I mean, if he gets it, I'll probably get it so that we can play online
Exactly.
together. So, um, all right, big one. October 2nd, we have Forza Horizon 4, which again, we're going to be paying $0 for because it's on Game Pass. So that one is going to be great. Um, we've got, okay, so October 16th, Starlink Battle for Atlas comes out. And I feel like this is one that I'm just not going to get. Like, I'm interested in it. It looks fun. I'm like, that'd be cool to play. But with everything that's going on, like, I think I'm going to have to make cuts. And I think that one's probably not going to make it. And also, if you have to have those like amiibo toys to go with it, then I'm definitely not getting it because fuck that. So,
Reasonable.
which is too bad because it looks cool. October 19th is Battlefield 5, which I've already said I'm going to get because it's got a woman on the cover, it's got women in the trailer, it's pissing people off, and I want to say, hey, good for you. I like that you're promoting the women. So I'm going to support it, even though Battlefield is not my it's not my game, but I'm in. And then October 26th, we have Red Dead Redemption, or as Cody calls it, Red Dead. Is that what you called it?
Yes, that's exactly what I called it.
Are you
I think
getting
I'm
this one?
gonna push it. I'm pushing Red Dead Redemption 2 back to December because I'm gonna have a lot of time off,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna take that time off and play Red Dead Redemption 2. Um, because it's gonna be a huge game and it's gonna take some time to get through. Um, I've kind of not soured on it, but my hype level was like here, and now it's just kind of down. Like, just there's so many good games coming out this year, and I'm sure Red Dead's gonna be great, but like it's just not something that's like at the top of my list to get to at the moment. So
Yeah, And I also always say I'm going to do this thing where I just go rent it from Redbox for like a
Yeah,
day and see. And now Redbox has this thing where you can get 3 days for $7, which is a pretty good
that's
deal.
not
It's
bad.
just you make a long weekend out of it, and try it out. And I'm like, maybe this will be one because I wasn't into the first one, and it seems like this one will be cool, but I don't know. So I feel like maybe I should try that approach, or also probably definitely wait for the Black Friday sale. So, um, and then I'm not getting it, but is Call of Duty in October?
It's either in it's either the week before Red Dead or it got pushed into November because this is the first year Call of Duty's come out around this time because no, Red Dead pushed it. I can't remember. But there's Call of Duty Black Ops 4 coming out, which looks interesting. It's going to be only multiplayer. They're doing a lot of changes to the game, trying to like breathe new life into it. Um, I think is the issue. Call of Duty games rarely go on sale.
Mhm.
Like it's really hard for you to get it on sale. Like I was shocked when they gave us Black Ops 3 for free. Um, if this goes on sale, I think I will pick it up because it does look like fun. I have been having fun with Black Ops 3.
Mhm.
Um, and the like almost class-based specialists in Black Ops 4 do seem cool. So I think I will give that a shot. And it's gonna have that battle royale mode, and I do like those to an extent. So
Okay, I'm probably not getting that one. So, meh. Um, all right, November. All I have is Pokemon Let's Go. I'm getting
yes,
it.
yeah, yes, I am currently in debate on. Sorry, I hit my camera. Uh, debate on if I'm getting Pikachu or Eevee. I already put $5 down on Pikachu, but I think I want to switch it to Eevee because I can't
Really?
decide who I want on my shoulder. I hate the noise Eevee makes, so I'm really worried that I'm going to have to hear that Eevee constantly in my ear. Like I'm worried about it. So I think I may stick with Pikachu because I'm fine with the Pika.
Apparently, I think because you'd mentioned this before and I forgot about it, but I probably need to listen to both of them and see what's less annoying for me because I was leaning toward Evie because I think she looks cuter. So,
Reasonable. Um, but yeah, I'm really excited for this. There was some gameplay that came out of E3, and as I'm playing Pokemon Go, I'm actually really looking forward to the capturing mechanic in this game. I was really against it at first because I'm just used to that old school like walk into the tall grass, Pokemon attacks you, you battle it, then you capture it. But I'm actually looking forward to the hey, I can see where all the Pokemon are, so I get to select what I want. Um, so
yeah,
that's really
I'm
cool.
not super excited about it because I played that Pokemon Quest, and on that one I would just cook a soup and they would come hang out and I'd say, "Hey, you want to be my friend?" and they'd say yes. And there was none of this capturing that sounds like really mean and violent. I'm like, "Why can't I just ask them to be friends and then they're my friend? Why do I have to capture them?" So,
I mean, they become your friends after you capture them, like,
Stockholm
and you're
syndrome, come on.
no, you're like you're giving them a home. Like inside of the Pokeball is really nice, and like they're safe from the elements. They're safe from other bigger, scarier Pokemon. It's like Pokemon are like animals. Like we're saving them from like the food chain.
All right, do you know how I got my cat, Cody?
You rescued it from the outside. Just think of the same
I
thing.
did not put her in a cage and say, "You're mine now." What I did was over the course of many
You
days,
put her
I
inside
left
of a
the back
house and
door
said, "You're mine
open.
now."
I put food out. I'm like, "Do you want to come in here and eat some food?" She's like, "Yes, I would." I'm like, "If you want to hang out, it's cool." And she started hanging out, and then she lived there. And like, I didn't put her in a cage and force her. She chose to come live with me.
Some would argue a house is a cage, so
Okay, but if it has a cat door, she can come and go as she pleases. So she's not locked in a cage.
I've never seen this cat door personally,
You've seen
so
photos of the
you can.
cat door. You
I don't think
have.
so. I think you're lying.
All right, we got sidetracked. We got at least one more game.
Um, so yeah, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee's gonna be really cool. I'm excited for it. That's it for November? Nothing
That's
else
all I had.
interest you?
Yeah.
All right. And then in December, I have Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to the tournaments we're gonna be throwing. Uh, just the kind of like spontaneous community nights we throw together when like four of us are on, just like, hey,
Yeah.
let's play some Smash, let's just have fun, let's get on a Discord party. Um, there's like other games, like there's a bunch of indie titles that are gonna come out, and like once they've actually released, I'll check them out. I think I'm picking up Octopath Traveler when it goes
Oh,
on
really?
sale.
Did the new
Yeah,
demo?
I started the demo and like I really like it. I like the
Okay.
art style and the music, and so I've been really kind of sold on it. Um, and then also Nintendo's apparently announcing more stuff, so who knows? Um,
Yeah. I feel like, yeah, I feel like we should know some of the stuff, but like maybe not. Like, was there stuff that was glaringly missing, but that we could maybe expect for this year? I don't recall.
the Yoshi game that
Oh
I
yeah,
got announced last year, I could see them being like, "Hey, it's releasing in the end of December," just
yeah.
so they can get a couple extra dollars, because maybe Smash isn't for everybody. Um, you release it just for Christmas, kids can play it. Um, some known like indie titles I'm really excited for is like Killer Clean Black. It's a 4v4 player game. I'm pretty excited for it. The kind of funny people talk about it all the time. When Hyper Light Drifter and Moonlighter come out, I'm gonna buy them on Switch. But yeah. Oh, and
Cody,
then the GTFO game is supposed to come out this year, and I'm
well,
super excited for that.
theoretically, I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
I'm excited
theoretically.
for that one. I'm also excited for Biomutant, which also has a
Oh yeah.
2018 date, but we'll see what happens with those because there hasn't been a lot of data on them. Um, okay, Cody, I was thinking the other day we were talking about something, and there was this game that was on sale that we were gonna get, and then I forgot what it was, and I never got it. And it was like the multi
Speedrunners.
speedrunners. Okay, I'm gonna write it down. Do you think it's still on sale?
No, because
Did
they transitioned from like some sale to the mid-year sale.
Did you buy it?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, because I
So
didn't
when it goes
either.
on sale again, we'll get it.
Okay.
Um,
All right, we just kind of lost track of stuff there.
yeah.
So, um, all right. I think maybe we have time for just one question. Do you want to just do one
Okay.
listener question? All right. So we had a question from our buddy Melissa in Discord. She said, "Turn a comic book into a video game, and who would develop it?" Cody, do you have an
All
answer
right.
for this one?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I would like to see a Jim Corrigan, the Spectre, detective slash like ghost combat game, where like you're doing this detective work, you're researching murders and stuff.
Okay.
And like that's kind of what you do during the day, and then there's a day-night cycle, and when it turns to night, you get to turn to the Spectre and go fight the ghosts that are around the city. And like not just ghosts, like maybe like cultists and stuff, people
Okay.
that are murdering people. And that's what you're just doing detective work during the day. As far as a developer, I feel like easy answer is Rocksteady because they make the DC games already.
Yeah.
I'm sure they could do some cool stuff. Um, Another good one would probably be the people behind the Infamous games
Mm-hmm.
and the what is that game? It came out on PS4, and you have a superpower in it where you can turn into like the neon uh signs.
I have no
It was a
idea what you're
free
talking
PS
about.
Plus game. I can't remember. I'll have to look it up.
Okay.
There's three games. The other two were on PS3, and then they had one for PS4. It was on like PS Plus like beginning of this year, I think. Maybe actually no,
There've
maybe
been a
last
lot of
year. I can't
games.
remember.
I don't I don't know. Does not sound familiar. Also,
It's
you're
they pretty much were making superhero games that were like their own characters. And I think they could also do a good job behind it.
okay. Um I don't know who Spectre is. Um but that sounds
How
lovely.
dare you?
I didn't write it down, but I feel like Byron and then Melissa tried to put a caveat on the end of this question that it shouldn't be superheroes. that already exist, but I'm gonna let it go because I didn't write down.
I thought it was just not any of the big teams,
Okay,
like
that's
just
fair.
even.
That's fair. I'm gonna
That's
let
why I
that
went
go.
with this.
It works. It works. I've never heard of him, so
Exactly.
I think that's a good one. Um, so for mine, I'm gonna go with Rat Queens. So this comic, the first volume of it, I loved it so much, and it was like my favorite thing ever. But then as it went on, I fell out of love with it more and more until I just really didn't care for it. But I'm sticking with volume one of Rat Queens when it was at its peak for me. And so it would be like an action RPG game. And really, what it would be like, so it'd be a mix. So the people who made Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning would, build the base game and the mechanics and like how you do your adventuring and your quests and stuff. And then the people who made Saints Row 4 would be responsible for the characters' personalities and all of the vulgar humor that goes into it. And I think that would be like the perfect blend. And I just think that would be so much fun because like those girls are they're fantastic. They're I don't know another word other than vulgar for what they are. And they're badasses and they're just great. So I think it would be really fun to have a game like that. And probably you would be able to like switch between the four main characters and like play different storylines with them and see their personalities shine through. But like that'd be my ideal. So yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. So that was a good question. Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you.
We always like to have questions, so if you are interested, you can write us at contact@geekheartgames.com, or you can reach out to us on Twitter or Facebook at geekheartgames. A reminder once again, this Friday, we'll be streaming Friday the 13th. That's at twitch.tv/geekheartgames. Also Friday, we'll have our special one-off episode because somebody didn't have her Resident Evil installed. And that will be at youtube.com. No, that's not what it is. It'll be at geekheartgames.com/YouTube. Apparently I'm out of practice with this. Whew. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh yeah, join our Discord. It's at geekheartgames.com/Discord. And just for the record, in case people don't know really what Discord is, because my buddy Mike just joined us and like he wasn't sure what Discord was. He thought it was just for like a vocal chat group, and it's like a text based chat message board type thing. More like we hardly ever use it for voice chat, so mostly just post messages, chat back and forth with each other, and have a good time. So if you were not sure what that was or if you were interested in it, you should hop in and give it a go. Let's see. If you want to buy a shirt, you can go to geekheartgames.com/shirts. I'm at SKSUVAK. Cody?
I am at Comic Cody, and you can get my Pokemon Go trainer code on there. So send me all the gifts. I want all the gifts. Megs has been sending me from Australia. That's the cool thing about gifts is that you get a postcard and it shows like the Pokestop where they got the gift from, and so I guess Megs' work is a Pokestop because I get the same one every day. So I was like,
Nice.
cool, this is awesome. So yeah, definitely do that.
Yep. All right. Thank you, everybody who's tuning in. We will see you next time. Cody, take it away.
We're just two geeks who hearts games. Do 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 do. Yeah.
I feel like you said.
Alejandro
Go
said
ahead.
he liked the shuffle, so I wanted to
Do the
get the
shoulder
shuffle.
shuffle. It's nice. I feel like you said Who Hearts games instead of Who Heart games. But it's fine.
Is there really that big of a difference?
I mean, it's no different between shirt and shirts, but yeah, it's fine.
I mean, I just do what I want, you know?
You're just like a Squirtle in sunglasses.
Exactly! I'm gonna match my Squirtle pretty soon, because I'm gonna catch all of them. What if I just did a podcast where I just wore sunglasses the entire time?
I believe you've asked that before, and I said no.
You can't tell if I'm reacting to that because you can't see my eyes.
I can cut the feed.
No, what? Don't do it. No! Dude, okay, so listen. If I'm about to fight somebody and like they're like, "This is Cody Teatrick from Watson, Louisiana," I just gave away my location.
You're in
don't come find
Watson?
me. Yeah, that's what it's called.
That's not the address I've mailed to.
It shows up under the other one. I'm not gonna say the other one so people can't find me.
Fair
But
enough.
it shows up under the other one. But I technically live there.
I
but
feel
then,
like I've said I'm in Tulsa multiple times, so I don't think it matters.
Okay.
But it's fine. It's fine.
so yeah, whatever. Then Joe Blow over here shows up from fucking Nern, and I'm scared shitless. He's got a battle axe. He's fucking Fuzzro dying me because he's a dragonborn.
Did you say
that's
Fuzzro dying?
Fuzzro dying me.
Oh,
Like,
is that the thing
you say
you
Fuzzro
say?
die? Yeah.
Okay, I don't.
So yeah, I think Nern is a pretty badass name.
I don't think it is. I think Nern.
Why?
Nern sounds like if you were a kid on a playground teasing someone, and you'd go like Nern Nern Nern. So like it's not badass.
Okay, but that's not fair because if you combine Nern 3 times, I would agree. But it's just Nern by itself, so I think that sounds badass.
Nern sounds like nerd, and it just doesn't sound badass. I stand by my statement that like Demon's Glaive, that sounds badass. Like, god damn it, he left the call. He got so upset
I got disconnected. Oh, I'm not connected to my Wi-Fi. Hold on.
So
fix that real
Cody
fast.
just didn't have an argument against
Hello?
the nerd. Hello, can you hear me? I can hear you. I could.
Why is my video not working?
I don't know.
And we're back. Okay, where were we? Talking about Nern?
Yeah. Nerd sounds like nerd, and it doesn't sound badass. So.
No. I think this is going to result in fisticuffs.
Okay. Oh no, we have to do it like, can you face me? No, the other way.
Hold on. Oh god, my chair doesn't roll this way. Alright.
Okay, you ready? Here we
Yeah.
go. Let's fight!
Oh god. Oh god. Oh, what's up? Oh, you hit really hard. Ow,
Hold
stop
on,
it.
wait. Hold on. Low blow.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa!
Bro, whoa. That doesn't work for you. Oh.
That's why women are superior. Oh!
Oh. Let's,
that was a knockout for a second there. Man, that was a good shot. Whew.
Let's agree not to fight anymore, Sam.
I don't even
We're
remember
better
what
as
we were
friends.
fighting about. That was crazy. Let's just pretend that didn't happen.
Balls really hurt.
Sorry about that. That's just an instinct.
okay.
I don't know. Oh.
Reasonable. It
Let's
happens to
go.
the best of us.
Let's get some ice packs and then we'll regroup.
Yeah. You know, Naren doesn't sound that badass now that I think about it.
You just needed a punch to the balls to knock some logic in there.
Yeah.